In week 9, we are talking about color correction. Color correction is very important, something I do just about every time I try editing. There's always something that's a little off when you shoot. Very often it could be too contrasty or not contrasty enough, or maybe just a little too dark or a little too bright. So color correction really helps with all those issues. First of all, we're going to look at some fun effects in color correction. So download your Las Vegas night, and this is what that little file looks like. And you see here there's a lot of different colors in this file, and they're very bright. We're going to go into the effects panel and open up color correction. So the first effect we're going to look at is leave color. So I'm going to drag and drop leave color onto my timeline, and I see up here in my effects control panel, here's my leave color. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use the eyedropper to select what color we want to leave while making the rest of the scene as black and white as possible. So I'm going to use the eyedropper, and I'm going to click over here somewhere in my green. Okay, nothing happens right away except that it selected that color green. The next thing I'm going to do is say, how much am I going to decolor the scene? I want to decolor it at 100%. And I want to set my tolerance to include as much of that green as possible. Now notice the green is breaking through in my building, my MGM building there. But over here in the blue and down here in the yellow, we do see some greenish color. That's because blue and yellow are very close on the spectrum to green. So we could play around with our tolerance levels and also under our edge softness to try to eliminate as much green as possible in the scene without breaking the gray through in the building. And so basically in this particular scene it's almost impossible, because if I turn down the tolerance really low, it's also gray that is breaking through in the MGM building. So I'm going to set it right about here and add a little bit of softness to it. And that's about all I could do for this scene. So now if I play that, I see that I still have blue, and I still have even a little bit of purple and some yellow, especially in the green lights in the parking lot. So if you're shooting for a scene like this where you want to leave one color, make sure if somebody is wearing a red shirt and you want to tint that yellow instead, that there's no other red in the scene.